The darkness of Gotham collides with Marvel's chaos. Batman and Deadpool, together for the first time in almost 25 years. An epic crossover, where sharp jokes clash with deadly shadows. Here, on Explosive Nerd HQ, you'll live the saga as a living comic. Page by page, with narration, music, and explosive effects. High voltage smash that explosive like. Subscribe, comment, and share with your nerd friends, because the war between chaos and darkness starts now. Wide shot of Gotham's sky. The full moon lights the night. Another night in Gotham. Inside Wayne Manor, Bruce sits in silence, facing the computer, and another dead end. Close on Bruce's focused eyes. He's being careful this time, hiding below the surface. But I see his intentions, scribbled on the fabric of my city. The glow of the screen reflects across the dark study. A shipment of neostigmine never arrives at Gotham University. Robinson Botanical Gardens report a missing pallet of Atropa belladonna. 500 gallons of dimethylhydrazine vanish from GothCorp Pharmaceuticals. Bruce clenches his fist. His expression hardens. He's making Joker venom, enough to infect a small country. I have to find him. Now. Bruce gazes at the moon through the window, his silhouette framed by the cold light. How many times have I been here before? Searching for answers in the night, knowing that when they come, all too often, they come without warning. Zoom into Bruce's eye, the window's reflection caught within his iris. The silence of the manor shatters. Crash. Glass explodes. The moon lights the chaos. Deadpool bursts through the window in a wild leap. Playtime's over. Wayne. Bruce rises among the shards, his gaze steady, already prepared to fight. Deadpool aims his weapons. Let me see those hands. Close on Bruce, his eyes unyielding. The night has just changed. Deadpool stares at the screen, blurting out with sarcasm. Neostigmine. He glances around, awkwardly. Oh wow, this is embarrassing. I saw the silk robe, the laptop, and sorry, I thought I was about to witness some aggressive self-care. Bruce rises, his gaze sharp and cold. I'm going to ask this once. Who the hell are you? Deadpool. Oh, you don't know me. It's okay. I'm not from around here. Don't be embarrassed. Bruce. I'm not. Deadpool. They call me Deadpool. Also the Merc with a mouth. A nickname I got because I'm hilarious and for no other reason. Anyone who tells you different is lying. Or I was really drunk. Bruce mutters. Annoyed. Good God. Deadpool. Totally. I hurt people for money. That's my job. But don't worry. You're not the job. You can stop freaking out. Bruce. I'm not. Deadpool. Since I'm in town, I thought I'd double dip. Looking for some rich dirtbag with disposable income who might need someone disappeared. Which brings me to you. Bruce. Not interested. Deadpool. Oh come on. You're billionaire Bruce Wayne. Your name's plastered all over Gotham. You don't have a business associate you need silenced. Bruce. I'm not that kind of billionaire. Close on Deadpool. Disappointed, yet still mocking. Deadpool points curiously to the side. Okay. Then who's that? Bruce. Stern. Answers immediately. My butler. Deadpool's eyes widen, full of sarcasm. Your butler? Oh yeah. That guy never hosed blood and cheap perfume out the back of an Aston Martin. Sure. He steps closer, mocking. I bet you make him call you Master Bruce. Don't you? You rich little chicken. Not that kind of billionaire. Do you think you're talking to a baby? Deadpool shrugs. Still rambling. Whatever. If you can't respect me enough to have an honest conversation about your disgusting, shameful proclivities, I'm outta here. I should be focusing on catching this Batman guy anyway. Bruce, caught off guard, snaps back. Excuse me. Deadpool spins dramatically, sarcasm flowing. Batman. Heard of him? Some guy who dresses like a bat. I'm told he's grim and scary even though that's clearly hilarious. Sounds made up. I know. But I'm being paid a lot of money to hunt him down. Bruce steps forward, his eyes like steel. You may find that difficult. Batman is at home in the shadows. No one finds him, unless he wants to be found. Close on Bruce's piercing eyes, glowing in the moonlight. Deadpool pulls himself together among the shattered glass, scratching his head. I'm sorry, but what the hell is that? He points toward the window, staring at the moon lit up by the symbol. You don't think that's some kind of, I don't know, bat call or something, do you? Bruce watches intently, his eyes fixed on the night. Of course not. It's a bat signal. Deadpool leaps out the window into the moonlight, his silhouette framed against the glowing symbol in the sky. Mid-air. Deadpool's eyes widen as he bursts into laughter. A bat signal. Ha 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 ha. No way this guy's serious. He's absolutely doing a bit. This is going to be easy. See ya, sicko. Bruce stands at the edge of the window, silent, his face lit by the bat signal's glow. Guess I'm going back out. The full moon fills the sky, with the bat signal shining intensely over Gotham. Wide shot of Gotham City. The bat signal cuts through the night sky, blazing above police headquarters. On the rooftop, Commissioner Gordon waits in silence, his face stern under the symbol's glow. Deadpool shows up, out of breath, gasping for air. Huff, huff. Excuse me. Gordon narrows his eyes, suspicious. The hell? Deadpool sprawls lazily across the ledge, staring playfully at the bat signal. Is this the line to meet Batman? Gordon steps forward, voice sharp, hand near his holster. That's close enough. James Gordon, Gotham City PD. The night wind sweeps across the rooftop as tension builds beneath the blazing bat signal. Deadpool leans in, mocking, staring at Gordon. You don't even need to say you're a cop. Old man, that Santini mustache screams it from a mile away. Let me guess. The grizzled veteran plays by his own rules, probably smokes between panels, right? Gordon glares back, his eyes sharp behind the glasses. Let me guess. Unhinged, fragile grip on reality, no moral compass. I've worked in Gotham long enough to know a lunatic when I see one. Deadpool clutches his chest. Faking drama? You sound just like my father. Gordon fires back, blunt and cold. I bet I've got just as much time for you too. Batman's busy. Get off my roof. Deadpool leans closer, theatrical. Sorry, I didn't realize you and Bats were besties. But hey, I'm on a schedule too. And since it looks like a stiff breeze could snap your hips in half, why don't you walk away before the Merc with a mouth starts firing for real? Deadpool raises his katana, pointing it at Gordon's chest. Gordon doesn't flinch, his voice ironclad. I'd like to see you try again. You shouldn't have pointed that at me, kid. Suddenly, a batarang slices through the air, smashing into Deadpool's hand. The katana slips free, spinning downward in slow motion. Deadpool watches the blade falling, smirking despite the sting. Oh, that's a good reason. From high above Gotham, the cape spreads wide, a predator diving on its prey. Batman strikes with a brutal swing, his arm cutting through the air, smashing into Deadpool with devastating force. The mercenary crashes to the ground, his body twisting under the impact. Batman dark firm. Welcome to Gotham. The sharp sound of the blow echoes across the rooftop as Deadpool slams against the concrete. Deadpool staggers back up, staring wide-eyed at Batman. Fuck you, Batman. You're terrifying. I hate myself for saying this, but the whole Bat thing, it works. Batman cold, direct. I know. Deadpool. And the voice, so effective. It's a shame I have to beat your ass. Deadpool lunges forward with an exaggerated cry, throwing a strike. Hi-ya! Batman blocks and counters with lethal precision. His fist slams into Deadpool with devastating force. Hi-ya! Deadpool crashes back, groaning in pain but still smirking through it. Ow! So you're slightly better than me at karate. Too bad I brought toys. He raises a blade, glinting under the moonlight. Batman cracks a grim half-smile. So did I. Deadpool's arm is struck by 3 batarangs in quick succession, forcing the blade from his hand. Before he can react, Batman hurls small gas bombs directly at him. They burst in his face, releasing a suffocating cloud that engulfs him completely. Through the thick haze, Deadpool raises 2 pistols, still mocking. Okay, I didn't want to use these because I heard they make you cry. But suddenly, metallic projectiles streak through the smoke, opening mid-air. Wires snap out and coil tightly around Deadpool, binding him across the rooftop. He glances around, surprised, already trapped by Batman's cables. Ha! The tension hangs in the air. Deadpool, still bound, exhales and surrenders with irony. Okay, wait, you're right. We're too evenly matched. Batman steps forward, his grave voice cutting through the silence. I never said that. Deadpool forces a smile beneath the mask. Look, we all want to know which one of us would win. But the point is, we've earned each other's respect. That much is clear. Batman's gaze is cold as stone. Clear to who? Deadpool lowers his head, theatrically dropping the gun. What I'm trying to say is, I can't bring myself to murder you. Batman. The camera closes in on the Dark Knight's eyes, icy and unflinching. At no point was I in danger of being murdered. Gordon cuts in, firm, his voice full of urgency. This idiot's already wasted enough of our time. Batman, we've got bigger problems. The Joker sent us a message. The wind whips between the rooftops. Gordon speaks with authority. He's giving us 6 hours to find him, before he unleashes 30 tons of Joker venom on Gotham City. Unless he's bluffing. Batman turns to him, his voice heavy with certainty. He's not. Every chemical he needed was stolen across Gotham on August 8th. He's had plenty of time to synthesize the serum. Deadpool tilts his head, breaking the tension with sarcasm. August 8th. That was a full moon. Batman answers without hesitation. It was. The lights of Gotham blaze in the background as Gordon presses on. You freaks are obsessed with the lunar cycle, aren't you? Deadpool raises his brows, mocking. No, that's her thing. Gross. But a full moon. That comes in handy in my line of work. Batman walks forward, his voice cold and sharp. Moonlight. No flashlights to attract attention. Good for a heist. Deadpool leans in, sarcastic to the end. That's right. Tides get lower too. Coastal caves open up in case you need to hide a body. The camera closes on the Dark Knight's face. His words like thunder, or something else. Silence falls. The camera locks on Batman's grim profile. Gordon. Batman speaks firmly, his voice commanding. Get me a map. The camera drops to the table. A large map of Gotham's coast is unfolded, revealing points marked in red. Gordon studies it with a grave expression. The gray haze of the city drifting through the air. Hundreds of caves only accessible at low tide. Ship graveyards, most abandoned due to rising sea levels. Batman follows the markings with his eyes, his tone cutting, more than half of them large enough for the Joker's purposes. Deadpool throws up his hand, brimming with enthusiasm. I'll help, Batman, his tone unchanged, and we have less than 6 hours to search them all. The camera closes in on Deadpool as he leans over the map, bursting with chaotic energy. I call that one up north, that little cove. It's right next to the Piccadilly Pier. I can grab a funnel cake and hit the Ferris wheel while I wait for the tide to go out. I'm telling you, if I were gonna build a secret lair, it'd be right there. Wait, you're thinking what I'm thinking, aren't you? To catch a lunatic, you need another lunatic. Come on, let's just say I'm available. This is awesome. Batman steps back, the shadow of his cowl covering his eyes. We're running out of options. The camera closes in on Gordon, Batman's reflection gleaming in his glasses. You can't be serious. The Batmobile tears through Gotham's asphalt at high speed. Tires screech. Smoke fills the street. In the passenger seat, Deadpool, his scarred face exposed, delivers his mocking joke. Bumpy ride. They should use the gravel in your voice to fill these potholes. The camera cuts inside the car. Deadpool shifts uncomfortably, his scarred skin lit by the glow of the dashboard. That was a joke. Don't worry. I've got plenty more where that came from. But seriously, I'm getting crushed in here. This thing wasn't built for two, was it? Batman keeps his eyes on the road, his voice deep and unyielding. I work alone, unless I have a Robin. Deadpool twists his scarred smile into a crooked grin, sarcasm dripping from his words. Ah yes, the boy wonder, fighting crime with a handsome young kid. Safe to assume you've already heard every joke I could possibly make about that. The camera closes in on Batman's face. Stoic, shadowed, utterly unmoved by the sarcasm. Deadpool leans his scarred face toward Batman, wearing a crooked grin. That's what I thought. Great. Saves me some time. For my part, I'd thank you not to reveal who I am under my mask. Batman stares back, his voice cold and unshaken. I wouldn't know where to start. Deadpool raises his hand, pointing to his disfigured face. It's bad, right? This twisted mug is the price I paid for my healing factor. Same procedure gave me both, which is why I didn't have to beat you back there. I just had to get you into an enclosed space. Suddenly, gas hisses out, flooding the interior of the Batmobile. The haze engulfs Batman. Deadpool chuckles in the cloud. Sorry, buddy. A job's a job. Batman strikes without hesitation. His blow smashes through the smoke, slamming Deadpool's head into the glass. The window cracks, and blood spills from Deadpool's mouth. Even dazed and bleeding, Deadpool can't stop mocking. Relax. The gas won't affect me. I'll be the designated driver. Batman stays silent, relentless, as the Batmobile fills with choking gas. Darkness surrounds everything. Slowly, Batman's eyes open, forcing himself awake. A mysterious voice echoes through the void, dripping with unease. Wake up. His vision clears. A bizarre figure looms before him, wearing a pirate's hat, a grotesque smile carved across his face, and a massive claw in place of a hand. Take a look around. You're in a special place. The camera drifts across the chamber. Skeletons dressed as corsairs rest in open coffins, staring lifelessly ahead, as if waiting. On a special day, Batman raises his gaze. Surrounded by wreckage, ropes, and sails, like the deck of a ghost ship, the mysterious voice continues, low and unsettling. Finally, after all this time, the camera reveals, amidst the macabre setting of skeletons and wreckage, the figure behind the mysterious voice, the manic grin, the purple suit, the madness in his eyes, the Joker. He takes the stage, as if the world were his theater. The Joker gets the last laugh. Deadpool stares at him with gleeful sarcasm, nodding in approval. Oh, I like how you worked your name in there. The Joker snaps back, cold and annoyed. Do not step on my lines. I'm getting tired of telling you. Deadpool raises a thumb, applauding like a fan at a twisted show. Got it. You're doing great. The Joker glares, voice sharp as a knife. Shut up, Deadpool. Unfazed, keeps grinning. No, seriously, you're killing it. On the ground, Batman's shadow stretches forward, heralding the chaos that's about to explode. Among tattered sails and scattered bones, Batman faces his greatest enemy. This isn't your style, Joker. Handing our revenge over to a subcontractor. The Joker spreads a wide, theatrical grin. True, but you've seen how my plans usually end. I finally realized I was sabotaging myself. He paces like a deranged lecturer in front of an imaginary audience. So I decided to do some inner work. Take a good look in the mirror. Therapy, you know. Turns out my brain is basically a dopamine goblin with task paralysis and object permanence issues. The camera closes in on his pale, manic face. I was relying too much on henchmen. when what I really needed was a partner. An accountability buddy. Batman steps forward, his voice low and grave. And where did you find this? Accountability buddy. The Joker laughs, as if unveiling a cosmic secret. Clarion the Witch Boy gave me a little help. Mirror, mirror, hear my plea. Show me someone as crazy as me. He bursts into laughter, body shaking. Only problem was, my match was in another universe. So I had to use the cosmic treadmill. Not as easy as it looks. I burned out before bringing in Reverse Flash to patch the gap. The clown turns his back, puffing his chest theatrically. But I don't hear these glutes complaining. Nightwing. Who? Suddenly, a mocking voice cuts in. Deadpool's masked head pops into the corner of the frame. Pow! Silence follows. Heavy and absurd. Gotham sinks deeper into chaos. The shadows of the cavern tighten around them. Batman stares at the Joker, his voice low and unyielding. I have to hand it to you, Joker. It's brilliant. You found someone crazier than you. The Joker tilts his head, grin crooked and sly. Oh, I wouldn't say crazier. Batman steps forward, eyes narrowing. You've spent a lifetime trying to drive me insane. And that clown did it in an hour. The Joker's grin fades, replaced by a venomous glare. Do not call him a clown. That's insulting. I am the only clown here. Batman's voice cuts through the silence, sharp and deliberate. You're right. He's something more terrifying, unhinged, yet self-aware. The perfect opponent. A villain worthy of the Bat. A villain worthy of my obsession. The camera closes in on the Joker's eyes, glowing green with envy and madness. Wade, can I grab you for a second? Deadpool leans toward the Joker, breaking the silence with his restless energy. What's up, boss? The Joker tilts his head slowly, his voice dripping with venom. I don't want to make this awkward, but I've been working on this plan for a long time. I want to savor it with my nemesis. Talk about old times. Look into his eyes as he dies. Just him and me. You understand. Deadpool raises a finger, interrupting. Actually, I've been thinking, is it me? Or is he kind of special? Like, once in a generation special. Are you sure you really want to kill him? The Joker answers coldly, without hesitation. I am. Yes. Deadpool throws his arms wide, his chaotic energy overflowing. Really? Because I'm starting to get obsessed with him. I can picture an endless game of cat and mouse, one that spans decades, until it becomes a de facto relationship neither of us knows how to end. Because, against all odds, it becomes the most important relationship in our lives. I don't know. Just spitballing here. The Joker remains silent, staring, madness flickering in his eyes. Deadpool, excited, steps forward. Wait, we could both be his nemesis. I'll be the younger, sexier, funnier one, the one he truly fears. And you can be the guy who laughs at his own jokes. The Joker's face twists into a wide, chilling grin, teeth bared in delight. What a fantastic plan. He extends his hand, the proposal hanging heavy in the air. Let's shake on it. The handshake is sealed. In the very next moment, Deadpool jerks in pain, shouting as he feels the hidden sting. What the hell was that? The Joker, calm and theatrical, raises his hand to reveal the poisoned ring. Just a little gag, an injection of Joker venom. He leans in, savoring the cruelty of the moment. Oh, I know. It doesn't seem funny now, but give it a moment. Deadpool's face begins to twist, his eyes wide. Suddenly, the toxin takes hold, and he bursts into uncontrollable laughter, the sound echoing through the cavern. The Joker smiles, pleased with his work, and delivers his final line. I think you'll find it a real gas. But then, through his maddened laughter, Deadpool whips his arm and slaps the Joker across the face with the back of his hand. The impact lands hard, sending the Joker staggering backward. Deadpool's laughter echoes through the cavern, twisted by the Joker's venom. Ha ha ha. Plans have changed. Batman. The camera cuts to Batman's hands. With lethal precision, he releases the hidden blades from his gloves, slicing through the ropes that bound him. The cords snap. Batman rises, his shadow stretching across the ground, facing the mercenary with unshakable resolve. Deadpool grins mockingly. Oh, so you freed yourself. I was gonna cut you loose. You know, since Joker double-crossed you. Would have been a great twist. Kind of disappointing. Really? But in other news, I feel amazing. My mind has never been clearer. Batman's voice cuts sharp, filled with suspicion. That's concerning, considering you're full of Joker venom. Deadpool chuckles, mocking his own condition. I wouldn't worry about that. Pretty sure my healing factor took care of it. Batman stares coldly, his words sharper than steel. Someone should tell your face. The camera closes in on Deadpool, his smile twisted, grotesque, warped by the toxin. What? Do I look weird? Batman steps forward, his tone final. Stay here. Batman steps forward through the shadows, his cape dragging across the ground. His voice cuts through the silence with conviction. It's over, Joker. The villain grins wickedly, madness gleaming in his eyes. It's been over for a while. Batman, there's enough Joker venom in that carousel to poison every man, woman, and child in Gotham. The camera closes in on the Joker's twisted smile. In 30 seconds, it'll be pumped through every utility pipe in the city. The carousel creaks and turns, like a monstrous engine of doom. And there's only one way to stop it. A switch at the carousel's center. Press it, and the venom will detonate harmlessly, while killing anyone foolish enough to play the hero. His voice rises, echoing with unhinged triumph. Do you see it now? Do you understand why we're here? Whether by the fire of heroism or the shame of cowardice. Batman dies tonight. The Dark Knight grabs the Joker by the lapel, pulling him close. The clown erupts in crazed laughter. So what's it going to be? Batman, this is my final joke. And you choose the punchline. Before he can finish, another voice cuts in. Deadpool. I got this one, partner. The camera pulls back, drowning in shadow and chaos. Maniacal laughter fills the cave. Deadpool. Ha 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 ha. Deadpool, driven mad by Joker's venom, leaps into view. Let's see if one of your young protégés can do this. Batman. He bursts into uncontrollable laughter, consumed by insanity, with brutal force. His hand slams down on the carousel's control panel. The button is pressed. The world erupts in fire and chaos. A colossal explosion engulfs the carousel, flames and smoke devouring everything in a twisted spectacle. The camera lowers to reveal Batman and the Joker, watching the destruction. Joker, caught off guard, mutters in disbelief. Well, that's just... Huh? The Joker is tied up in the Batmobile's trunk, laughing through muffled grunts, as the heavy lid slams shut. Suddenly, a sarcastic voice cuts through the silence. Deadpool. Room for one more. The camera drops to the Batmobile. Surrounded by smoke and debris, Deadpool appears, walking closer, scarred face exposed, still wearing that insane grin. Deadpool. Just kidding. The boy wonder always rides up front. Batman stands firm beside the machine. Batman, you dented the Batmobile. I bet you can't drive stick. Deadpool steps forward, battered but still mocking. Deadpool. What? It was like that when I got here. So, where are we going? Batman, cold and unwavering. Batman, we're not going anywhere. You're going home. His piercing gaze locks onto Wade's disfigured face. Batman, and you've still got that stupid smile on your face. Deadpool leans against the Batmobile window, grinning wide. Deadpool. Do I? It's gotta go away eventually, right? Guess that's what masks are for. Deadpool leans against the Batmobile window, his voice heavy with frustration. Deadpool. Wait, you're just going to leave me here after everything we've been through. You said you were obsessed with me. Batman. Cold, eyes fixed on the road. Batman. I said what I needed to say. The camera closes in on the Dark Knight's face, carved with resolve. Batman. I knew you were deceiving me the moment you offered to help with the case. I let you capture me because it was the fastest way to get to the Joker. Deadpool forces a crooked smile, almost impressed. Deadpool. You were so confident you could turn us against each other. Batman. I was... Deadpool. Big risk. Batman. Zero risk. Batman grips the wheel, his voice sharp as steel. Batman. But in the end, you saved Gotham, so I'll let you go home. Just don't let me see you around here again. The scene cuts to Deadpool running down the road, arms wide open beneath the full moon. Deadpool. I get the message. If you love something, set it free. I see what you're doing. He shouts with exaggerated emotion. Deadpool. I love you too. The camera shifts back to the mercenary, standing in the shadows, the manic grin still carved across his scarred face. Deadpool. The frame tightens on his glowing eyes, the scars lit by moonlight. Deadpool. No harm in peeking around the city, right? The screen fades to black. The end. Gotham has survived, but the madness isn't over. On November 19th, 2025, the next chapter of this explosive crossover will be revealed. Deadpool and Batman. And you are part of this comic book alive. So smash that explosive like, subscribe to the channel, leave your comment, and share with your nerd friends. The universe of Comic Book Alive is only beginning, and the next great saga is already chosen. X-Men 2024, From the Ashes. A new beginning, a new destiny for the mutants, and you will live through every page here. Don't miss it, and until next time, nerds.